Alright, so I'm sat here, hair's a mess, van's a mess, just got cooked dinner, and essentially I'm sitting in my van insulating my sliding door just because I've got work in 2 hours and there's not much else to do, and doing a light bit of editing, watching some YouTube videos, you know, that sort of thing. I get this knock on the door from these guys and they go, hey, we're about to light up the Orwell Bridge. Can you move over a bit? So I did, so I moved over a little bit, and now there's like this weird red light spilling out over the bridge. And I have legitimately no idea what they're doing. No idea. So now I've kind of stopped what I'm doing, gently tidying up the van, because it's a mess, the van is a mess. So I'm gently cleaning up the van. And I'm gonna kind of, see what they do. I'll try and get it on camera, no promises, but if they manage to light it all up, I'll be like, because that's some powerful shit they got going on. Big old lamps. Let's see, shall we? They're doing it, check it. That's so cool. How powerful must that light be like? And check. I have no idea if you can even see that right now. That's so cool. It's weird stuff like this that you. It's going to be like 6 months or something, and I'm going to see it on an ad. I'll be like, I was there. It's photography and videography, stuff like this. Like you'll see this picture, and the bridge will be all red. You think, oh, that's cool. You won't even give it a second thought. But these guys have been out here for like an hour, 2 hours, and there's 3 or 4 or 6 of them. So all the man hours that gone into just that one image. It's cool. I like it. I like it done properly. And yes, I've reviewed the footage of the last thing, and I know my hair is an absolute mess. But A, I'm not going to have it tied up all the time because, Jesus Christ, that it's just bad for the hair, I think. And B, it's windy. Okay, I'm sitting in the van, I'm cleaning, it's blowing around. Leave me alone. Still cool though. Alright, so, some news. First of all, we found out what that red light was. That was actually some of the local event companies that sort of run events and things like that, lighting up the bridge if you search the hashtag red alert, and hashtag light it in red. I did some tweets about it online, which went down really well. Managed to get myself in the local paper, which was weird. But yeah, just raising awareness of the dire, the whole industry has a bit of a shocking lack of support there. And so they're struggling. So shout out to them. I'll put some more information, some links to some tweets and stuff down for you below. It's actually been a couple of days since then. And we've had some extremely frustrating times with the mechanics. My exhaust fell off. Don't even. And yeah, no one seems to be able to sort it out, and it's a bit annoying, and I'm having to wait weeks between appointments and things like that. So I had a couple of bad days, if I'm honest with you, like mood-wise. A couple of like exasperation days, if you know what I mean. So to solve that, I'm here. Nishka, come here. I have someone with me today. Hey, Nishka! What are we doing? That's right, Nishka. Are you doing a dance this, Nishka? Are you doing a dance this? Hey, I've actually got someone with me today. I have borrowed her from the ex. And we are going from Tom, and we're going to go for a walk along the riverfront and just have a bit of a laugh, really. Just take her out. She hasn't been walked, because it's been baking hot, she hasn't been walked properly in a couple of days. She's been taken out for short jaunts, but when it's so hot outside, when it's like 27 degrees at night, you can't take them out. The malamutes really suffer. So yeah, it's cooled down now. It's even looked like it might rain, which is actually good news. We could do with a bit of rain. So I'm going to walk her up and down here for a bit, and then take her back. So, let's go. Let's go. Should we go? Go on then. Go on. Good girl. Now, one thing Nishka does not usually like is the water, so I'm very interested to see how she behaves with this. Oh, that's not so bad. Who's getting your paws wet, darling? Hey. Don't drink it. It's horrible river water. You don't want to drink it, darling. Is that better? It's been so hot the past few days. It's not come below 30 during the day. Okay. I think, honestly, with Nishka, it's been a case of it's been so long now that she's like been cooped up inside in really hot weather. And she's just like being here, even though it's like 30, it's like 20, 24, 25 degrees out. It doesn't feel like it because obviously you've got the cool air coming off the river. I think she's perked right up as soon as we got out here. She went from hot lazy doggo to excited pupper again. And your pup. And she's she still doesn't like the water too much. She's only going up to her paws, but that's more than she used to. She must be really hot. So I'm a happy boy. Anyway. For now, sun's going down. I'm just gonna take her Papa Dero for a long walk. Her battery's down on the camera, so I'm gonna leave it here. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. So we've got a couple of days off. We might be going to Norwich and doing some fun beach exploring and stuff. So we'll see. That's it. Good morning. We are here on the lovely beaches of Norwich. Oh. And it's time, lots of you have been asking, been getting lots of messages. It's time to show you around the van. So, as it's so bright and early, let's make ourselves a cup of tea or coffee. Let's get started, shall we? Nice. All right, here we go. Van tour time. So a lot has changed since the last time I spoke to you guys. It's been a good couple of weeks, but let me talk you through. So, on the repairs that we had, the door now shuts and locks. Completely ripped the old door off, put a new one on. We have a lot of the fans have been repaired. I think the only problem we've still got left is the oil leak on the turbo. Apart from that though, van is good to go. We're sitting here at the moment in Norfolk. Nishka, what are you doing? Oh really? There you go. You heard it from her herself. We're sitting there, and I am pulled up into a campsite. Battery was low, sun was not shining, you know. Hey pup. Yeah, it was just a bit of a miserable time. Nishka wasn't feeling too good. So we, oh really? We pulled up in here so we could sort of have a good clean out. And yeah, jobs are good. And do you know what the weird thing about living in a van is that this place gets messy like immediately, like really, really fast. But it doesn't take long to clean either. Like it gets really messy real quick, and then you just 5-10 minutes later, place is spotless. So I don't know. Gonna count that as a win. Amenities wise, giving you a basic tour of the van. We have ourselves the bed. Large. It's just above it's like a short double. Like it's about as wide as a double, but just sort of slightly shortened. I can sleep on it absolutely fine. I've got some plans to set it up so that the bottom bit, where we see this front bit here, I want the bottom bit to hinge up, and then the cushions can go on top and extend the bed out a bit further. That's awesome. That's gonna. I think my plans for that are gonna work. I hope my plans for that are gonna work all right. Next up, we've got the sliding desk. We've got both these seats here. We've got one seat there, and obviously the one I'm sat on. This desk area slides completely away, if need be, and then back out. Obviously, I've got my laptop and everything set up for this evening. So yeah, it's all sort of coming together. Kitchen is in place. this lovely beechwood countertop was made by a good friend of mine, Matt Bridgewater, out in Bawdsey. He runs the Bawdsey Workshops, which is an amazing little workshop he's got out in the middle of nowhere. And they do this all. He does like these custom wood. He does these great Christmas decorations and things like that. He's really, really coming along well. So thank you very much, Matt. I'm in love with it. Oh, I love this. Just the colour of the wood and how it's really water resistant, which is good because I spill a lot of stuff on it. To be fair, a lot of stuff. Yeah. So we've got kitchen with the storage underneath. We're working on. At the moment, we've got some drawers, some basic cutlery and things like that in there. There are 2 taps. One just pumps straight into the water, so if I need like a lot of water for boiling or something like that, or I can do that. And the drinking tap is currently extremely underpowered. I'm pretty sure I've done that wrong. It's the kit that came with it to wire it in. I don't think it's designed for the low power pumps that we've got going on here. So eventually that water system is going to have to come out. Yeah, it's going to have to come out, I think, and have a new one in. So yeah, the plan is we still need to put some kind of permanent cooker in. I have a camping gas that I'm using, and that's absolutely fine, like a camping stove. I've got this nice sort of big Dometic fridge here that works really well. That we can't sort of complain about. So yeah, that's all good. We've also I've converted the front seats there. There was a double seat. I've taken that out and put a single seat in so we can get in and out the back. And Nishka likes to come and, when I'm driving, she likes to come and sit next to me and things like that. We have her harnessed in and secured in, which likes to come and give us some love and attention and things like that, and just get some strokes, basically get some fusses while I'm driving along. Yeah, but that's all good. The van has its own Wi-Fi signal now, so we're all set up for that. The ceiling is in. I think I remember in the last episode, just finished editing, we haven't done that. It's not quite finished. I've got a surround to put into the vent that needs to go in to sort of block off the silver vapor barrier that we've got up there. And there is actually a strip that you can see that goes along the front. It needs sort of custom cutting out. So me and Matt are going to be working on that hopefully in the coming week, because his workshop is infinitely more useful than a hand saw for that stuff like this. So thank you, Matt, for your help with that. Upcoming. But yeah, that should be finished off. And then this project, these ribs that you see here are going to be long storage. So we're going to have like kitchen stuff there. The PlayStation, the Nintendo Switch, the Wi-Fi is all currently under this seat. And I'm going to be moving it up because you see the amount of wires we've got dangling. And it's just untidy. I don't like it. So that's all going to be sort of going in there. And then the last 2 are going to be sort of mainly for clothing and things. It's coming along. It's coming along pretty good. Living in it is getting a lot easier. The more we do. We started off and we had the basics. That was good. And it worked really well. But now we've got more than the basics. Now we've got some more quality of life stuff coming in. And the more I do, the plans keep changing. There was going to be another kitchen countertop here with like a table that folds down. And I'm considering not doing that now, just because I like the room. And so I'm thinking of storing the fridge somewhere else and possibly sinking the cooker into that countertop instead behind me. Not sure yet, made up my mind. But the more I live in it, the more my plans change. And I think that was important. I think if I'd have finished the van and then moved in, there would be a bunch of stuff that I'd have done wrong and that I'd be trying to redo. So I'm glad. I'm glad that we moved in when we did. Van's now secure. I've got it's tracked. I've got sort of CCTV in there and things like that. There's obviously more to add, but I'm feeling a lot more. Feeling it's a lot more secure. So yeah, happy days. I'm currently in the middle of a nice week off with the dog. Stole her from Tom for the week, and we've been walking all over the beaches and sort of discovering the back ways of Norwich and stuff like that. And it's been mighty relaxing. In fact, one day I intended to do a bunch of stuff yesterday on the beach, and I met a couple of lovely people, got a little bit sunburned, and we sat out there chatting and just chewing the fat and looking after the dog and things like that. They were talking to me about what they do and their interests and stuff like that, and I was talking about sort of the van, how things are going along. They had like a motorhome, and Okay, I completely forgot to film anything for the vlog, as usual. We missed the sunrise. But yeah, it was lovely. This morning, absolutely bucketed it down with rain. It's cleared up a little bit now, which is good. It's given me a chance to open the doors a little bit and air out all the moisture and everything that came in from, because obviously, even though it was raining, I still had to walk the dog. And I think I needed to put some work into waterproofing the entrance and exits, do you know what I mean? Ways of getting in and out of the van without traipsing mud and dirt and crap everywhere. At the moment, it gets real dirty. I'm not sure there even is anything I can do about that, but hey ho. Yeah, so the next stuff we have to do on the outside is a paint job, because the outside of the van is pretty tatty in places. There's whole areas where the paint itself is thinning and stuff like that. So, and look at this, horrible. So it's going to be paint off, strip it down, do the rust protection, and then I'm thinking like a blue and a black stripe blue over the top, maybe like a dark ocean blue or something like that. You know, I don't know yet. Interesting though, isn't it? Yeah, it's just kind of cool. I'm really enjoying living on the road. It's a very different pace of life, very different way of doing things, and I'm not sad about it at the moment. It's, I had a couple of days where I got a bit lonely and I got a bit frustrated. I had a couple of very bad days working on the van. This week was intended to actually be up at the Peak District or the Lake District and things like that, just get up out of nowhere. And that became Norfolk, because of some unexpected trips to the mechanic. And that does take our petrol money, so diesel money, I should say. Yeah, so the trips to the Lake District and the Peak District became trips to Norfolk, and I think it's going to be just a case of carry on, keep working on the van, get the storage sorted. I think the next time I'm going to get away for a week is going to be October sometime, maybe. I think I've got Halloween week off, so I've got some plans to do some spooky stuff there. If you've got any ideas and you know me, if you've joined the Discord or you've got me on Facebook or something like that, hit me up, particularly if we live opposite ends of the country. I'm keen to, I don't know, do something. I'm thinking Scotland, maybe go Edinburgh for Halloween, see what we can get up to there, steal the dog. Don't know. If you've got any ideas, let me know. But apart from that, Nishka, should we go for a walk? Hey? Should we go out? Let's go for a walk. That's actually going to be it from me for this episode. Thank you, everyone who sent me messages after I posted the first episode. It's just all the good lucks and the thank yous and the we really love what you're doing. I got some really kind messages of some people that I haven't heard from in ages. So thank you all for reaching out. I really appreciate it. But apart from that, that's all going to be all from me. I'll see you in the next episode. I'm going to try and release one, if not every week, roughly every week-ish. Do you know what I mean? Semi-regularly, keeping you up to date with what I'm up to and progress on the vans. They might be very short episodes if I'm working 9 to 5. Do you know what I mean? And not getting on. Not doing anything terribly interesting. I don't know yet. But there will be regular updates coming. So, hit subscribe, hit like. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all in the next episode. My hair is all over the place and I cannot be bothered to tie it up. So yeah, but look at that. Coastal view. Don't go.